Done. Alright, there it is. There it is. Let's go. It is time to check the news out. To get the camera too. Alright, this here. One moment. Get the cam. This a bit too. Camera. It is. There we go. And there we go. I'm done. Okay. I got some puzzles there. That's gonna say. All right. Controls on. Let's get that cool thing. Get some water. Here it is. There we go. This one is actually harder, Pony, I say. The actual Giga puzzles there. I'll see. I'll see how it is. Arlon, probably Pony has one. See, 4-star. Pony should have, probably. Still need to get more myself. Still need to get more stuff myself. All right. I'm not sure if it's worth leveling. I say. It's time to check the tier lists. Need to be the low life there. I say. That's some shield galore then. There we go. Yeah, leveling with all the resources is quite something. That is true. Takes a bunch. Takes a bunch of the resources. Listen the damage. Go on. Last bits of chicory there. Too much, I feel. Get too much. I'm kinda having issues pressing through. It's a little too fine grated. Water. I need Zeal or Clara, I see. I need one target damage. Not the AoE. Yeah, for the big guys, yeah, I see. Yeah, that actually kind of sometimes is a bit of a problem. Even with Hearth and stuff, it's kind of nice, but when you have like one chunky mob, and then there is not a lot of twirling to do, not a lot of damage. Yeah. Alright, wash the grinder. Real quick. Yeah, they do be taking a while, that is true. Man, the one today was such a scammaz, dude. Like, he literally just needed to tick the dot and he would be done. Nah, that AoE. Not AoE one shot there. I was too dirty. Alright, cleaning the grinder. I mean, Den Hong is actually kind of nice, I have to say. With gear and everything, starts to actually pump some solid damage, especially with the ulti. But yeah, I guess you kind of need some damage dealers like this for all the different elements to be effective, eh? Alright, done cleaning it. Well, things and supports there, I say. You can also use probably the set that gives more damage when you take hits. And the long fight probably kind of can work. Alright, get the filter. And there we go. Get the milk. Let's make the scuffed one with the regular one again. Probably. Yes, some less of this one. And more of this one. Warm it up. I'll warm it up some. And waiting for it to warm up. A little, a little. The long fights are better. They're better when there's like some stacking mechanics and stuff. Of the power of enemies. That's when the fiesta starts. Then maybe I guess Bella can help though. To remove the buffs. Or the well, or debuffs on you too. It's not that often though. Not that many of them. But some for sure. Alright, let's see. This one will go fine. Rest a bit. Yes, easy to say. Just taking ages, yeah. Sounds about right. I'm leaving that full shield life. And I'm just gonna dump like the rest of that with the scuffed milk in. This one is like, what is this, dude? What is this? Isn't just this one, is it? The mixer thingy is PPG already at this point. Hard to say. Do not do any falls there. Yes, easy to say. Are you just like advancing his like turn or something? To get the mega shields. CSC. Yeah, that seems really strong. I do need to get fresh batteries in this one, I feel though, that's for sure. Oh, whatever. Skills to build a dude. Not raising well. Too liquid. Well, the lucky. Just roll some more, yeah. You know it. You know it. Four days of free rolls, huh? Where were you farming the free rolls there? I guess you just get some gems and buy them, I would assume. Then you can also buy some of them through the currency that you get for opening them. You can get some extra that way too. And you should do it because there's a limit on those, I think. So you open some and get that currency, the blue thingies, and then go to the store and buy stuff with them. You can buy characters even too. Can even buy characters, 4 stars mostly, I think. That's kind of like for Eidolons, I guess. There we go. Spend them all, might as well. That the next banner will be better, and then you can save them, but I think we don't know that yet. Yeah, the other ones are probably not worth spending on. And those you just drop whatever you have free. Still can get something good, eh? Alright, let's go. See what is up. Here we go. Them son, Monster Hunter Rise getting new quests that can give you some special armor. Can flex your muscles. There's on the Gachi armor. Tipo nesse. Initially, Dead Island authors wanted to add co-op for 8 people and add the vehicle support. And then they needed to calm down their ambitions. I mean, ended up being quite good. Ended up being quite good. Case of the Golden Idol, yeah, it's like three new episodes, I think. It's like $5 or something. You're gonna get like probably at some point, hopefully, some like geeky edition or something maybe. On some sale, I feel like. Xbox Live and some EA games got some issues with their servers. Some popular games like FIFA and Battlefield suffered. And the Fall Guys authors released the trailer of the new creative mode, when you can make new maps. 10th of May. That took them a while actually. I think that might be like really good for the game. People will like make like a bunch of like new cool maps. And I think what a lot of people kind of complain about just gets, the same. And this way it would be nice. Yeah, see, I see. A new a Sea of Thieves event, 11th of May, alright. A new stuff to grind there. As it turned out, 40% of Hunt Showdown players never killed other players. Damn son, people just farm. That's the thing also, like why the PvE modes in many of those games are needed. People just want to play some PvE, man. Not about killing each other. Bungie decided to increase the price of the Season Pass in Destiny 2. Damn son. The inflation. The Writers Guild protests are undermining the second season of Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. They'll finish it without showrunners. But I'm still gonna go with it. Damn, if the first one was like this with showrunners, like what is it gonna be with the second one? Maybe it's gonna be better that way though. Hard to say. Saints Row is receiving a glow-up update on May 9th. Gonna add some graphical bling probably. Carl Urban might play a Johnny Cage in the new Mortal Kombat movie. Let's see. Not a Mortal Kombat movie. Yeah, it's supposed to drop, I think, the game announcement already soon. It's too much teasing there going on. Another guest star update. Damn, Twitch is pumping that feature so hard. Like, is it even like used a lot? Isaac Makelo. Keep pumping more updates for that one. And Darkest Dungeon planning to devote time to develop modding tools after 1.0 release, which is already next week, right? So, gonna pay that one a visit too, eh? 8 even, And not even like promoting it like between streamers, the guest star and stuff. It's like you basically invite from chat, like bro. Is that the kind of content that they expect that wants to see on the platform? And they want to see people from huge chats on streams talking whatever they want. That sounds like oof. Xbox head Phil Spencer says Redfall's problems not a delay question due to issues with creative vision and not just bugs. Well, I mean, they could still make somewhat, average co-op shooter and everything, instead of becoming like a full meme mode. Could be at least a little bit better. Next year is gonna be better. Well, just as you know, like in Honkai, they said, you need to say that tomorrow will be better. Yeah, no, the usual. Give them that hope. The worldwide Hall of Video Games fame got 4 new games. Last of Us, Wii Sports, Computer Space, and a Barbie fashion designer. Bro. So what is it already in there? I'm pretty sure you probably can find something better than those, huh? I have a feeling. Atomic Heart now is fully compatible with Steam Deck. Damn son, even on Steam Deck is gonna run now. Not bad, eh? Yeah, wisdom from gacha games, yeah. Dark Pictures Anthology, A Man of Medan, with extra content is out on Nintendo Switch. Then they're pumping this one on Switch now too. A demo version of The Invincible is now available on Steam. Let's see, the Stanislav Lem one. Interesting. Oh yeah, it was Stanislav Lem, not Isaac Asimov. I mixed that one up. Creators of Amnesia Debunker showed around 10 minutes of gameplay. Let's see. Oh, damn, YouTube channel page changes. Hiding unused tabs, adding featured link to your header. Adding new content tabs for artist releases, podcasts, and courses. Why? Well, I guess if you don't use them, you probably don't need to, really. Removing the About tab. Info move to channel description. I think they again kind of like too late with this stuff. They're pumping the podcast when like in past year, I think, or something, the amount of podcast, like interest towards podcast just kind of like dropped hard. So not sure. Feel like it's the same kind of thing they chase with Twitch, I guess, like the guest star podcasts and stuff. Well, actually, podcasts, at least I kind of see some sense. That would be kind of nice if there would be like someone also like, out of the streamer sphere I would know who would be also like kind of interested in like the same stuff and everything. That would be kind of cool. That would be the kind of collab I would kind of like, wouldn't really mind. Some sort of podcast on some interesting topic just to like once a week or 2 weeks just to talk about shit like that is interesting, like gaming centered, streaming centered and stuff. That would be interesting. And as a podcast, that's like, between streamers and stuff, but like this like guest star, like just dragging people like from chat, like it's kind of like those like sub calls or whatever. I think all of those that I witnessed, I usually was just like closing them very fast because it's just like, dies of pain very fast. And also kind of just in general, not really anything super interesting, more than the meme side. A new stream display are the format being launched on Twitch. This will be in addition to the current formats, not a replacement. So there's going to be more of those. Yeah, let me know sometime if someone sees them or not. I'm kind of curious to see how much it will be used, because I kind of have a feeling there's not going to be probably a lot of that. It's like the one where like the stream kind of going to be like a bit smaller, and then around it there's going to be like a banner. That's something that they promised kind of already for a while. And I think like some implementation already is around for a while too, but I haven't really seen that. I think I like enabled that already like 2-3 years ago, I think, that thing in the settings. A VGC editor hints that some big developer is working on some unannounced RTS based on Star Wars. Might be interesting, might be interesting. Titanfall director Steve Fukuda isn't leading development on Titanfall 3, but something new. Some new project from Respawn. Well, hopefully they're not gonna be trying to chase for, this like fast development, faster than everyone, and actually make something that works. Spencer indicated Microsoft might need to revisit its internal processes after the title failed to meet expectations. So will it be now this, we give our studios all the freedom and now it's, all right, time to get the freedom back, boys. And that's the thing, I think like a lot of studios actually that got the freedom, they made a lot of good stuff that would be like not exactly, something super money making, super popular, super in their line, like all the Obsidian stuff, right? Like Grounded, Pentiment. They did good. They did good. And now because of, well, I mean, we'll see how deep they're gonna try to get into the creative process. If it's just gonna be like the revision at the end, right? Like, okay, we're gonna pitch them idea, see what they think about it, and then we're gonna like show them, kind of the result already, and they see they like how it plays, how it runs. Still might be kind of not very good in the end. I think that a lot of like, if anything, I feel like the issue here is that they actually tried to do not something that they usually do, but something that, that would make more profits or something. Like the live service aim, like the looter shooter aim, the co-op aim, all this stuff. In this kind of like the K-pop vampires line also. I feel like if anything, they actually try to go for what Xbox would like, probably. But didn't really succeed, eh? Epic Game Store until 11th of May, giving 3 games for free. Against All Odds, Horizon Chase Turbo, and KO the Kangaroo. 3. Ludonarchon returns to Steam with over 35 demos and 140 discounts, like the narrative games. Charger. Whoop. Let's see. Nice, Nick, nice. Sounds good, huh? Yes, TV. I mean, you can control everything. I think it's kind of like fine. People are just kind of dramatizing too much. Like people tend to like attach it instantly. Like my friend, for example, right, who's a huge like Sony fan, he's instantly like attaches all this stuff to Xbox and Microsoft. Like it's like still this kind of like background console war all the time. Like oh shit, the Microsoft. Like we have like the Sony boys and Microsoft boys usually here. Like those boys got the L. This kind of stuff. And when in the fact, yeah, it's just kind of like the third company in the hierarchy, right? Like the Microsoft and it's like Bethesda, and only then it's like Arcane. And it's also a project that they started working on apparently even before Microsoft, acquired Bethesda, from what I remember. At least like some people said. I'm not sure. I didn't really like look into it deeper. Didn't do a deep research, but I think they basically said that it was even before in development already, before the acquisition. So they literally just like let them, continue, do your shit. And like attributing it fail to like the whole entirety of Microsoft would be kind of weird. And for Microsoft taking it too much, too seriously, I think is also weird. Like if they're gonna be like stripping the creative freedom from studios just because some kind of failed. Oh yeah, the Hi-Fi Rush too. Yeah, exactly. And Hi-Fi Rush did well. This one did not. Like what now? You know, like I think it mostly kind of more games that made it rather than not, right? Because like all the Obsidian side projects, they all did good. I mean, obviously, like maybe Pentiment wasn't like some sort of like super blockbuster because I mean it's kind of like niche type of game, right? But it was like critically well received in general. I think did kind of well, and Grounded I think was like a big success really, and still going to. Hi-Fi Rush, success. What else was there even recently? Kind of feels like that's it pretty much though, right? I don't think there was much more. Oh, uh the gang signs game, the Ghostwire Tokyo, right? I guess that one was kind of like 50-50, like not bad, not something outstanding. Probably still commercially did well though, I would assume. Probably still did kind of well. And now, yeah, that's kind of like the first big L they're taking, really, I guess. If you think so, if you think about it, and now after that, already like starting to rebuild all the strategies just because they took an L. I mean, I guess kind of times are rough a bit economically and stuff, right? So you can't really afford taking L's too much and experimenting too much. But I feel if you also go all the way into just like going with the trustworthy, many times tested concepts for games, then you just kind of like it's kind of safe. But I feel like people already had enough of that shit. Well, Halo was a big one. Halo, I don't think was actually, especially considering they said how much, like 500 mil or something they wasted on Halo. Like, I'm not sure. They probably got that back though. I would assume it's Halo after all, but I don't think it gave them enough back, to be honest. Especially like after like what happened with the studio after that, right? How many people left the studio? I feel like they weren't happy really. They weren't happy with the result. But again, like they tried to go for the meta, tried to go open world and stuff, right? And that didn't work. I just don't know, like, do they even like consider those things? Do they do like analysis? They probably should have like some analytics and everything there that should like research the industry and everything, the market, see what's happening on the market. Because I think like all these like open worlds, all the live service games and stuff like this need to get crowded. Those games are like huge. So you can like get one and you can play that like months really. Like Assassin's Creed get like a year or two of support nonstop, right? All that stuff. Like Dying Light 2 is getting all the stuff still pumped for it. Grounded even like still getting stuff and updates and everything, right? Even though it's like early access, then out of early access, and they still kind of pump new shit for it. So it's kind of just like you want to hit that market too. It's gonna be not that simple, really. Gonna be not that simple. Hitting like the situations, the investments are not proportional to your returns. Like if it fails, you lose a lot. If it succeeds, you earn a lot too, but you're also gonna spend a lot, right? Because they already have budget like in hundreds of millions there. And making good live service will probably take even more. So yeah, not sure if it's that good of an idea. Well, we'll see. I guess maybe not going to be taking too much of like creative control. Maybe it's more kind of like tech control, which I mean is needed. Like, dude, like how are we getting all these releases that are so broken? Like, where's the quality control, man? Is like QA obviously issue, and like in general, just like get some like testing before it's out, right? And like just get like a bunch of people contacted, get them to play it on different configurations of PCs and everything, and see what's gonna happen. I mean, I think like at this point they could just like launch them at the home PCs, right? Just check how it runs and see if it's bro, something's wrong here. All right, what is we have? In April, CSGO players opened over 50 million cases, which is 27% more than the last record. Damn, son. Everyone just went on Twitch to open the cases nowadays. The legal gambling there. It seems like Saints Row gonna be the Saints Row remake gonna be on Steam soon. Looks like there's already a page in the Steam DB. So I guess that one is coming. And that we saw. Up. Whoop. Nothing else. And the opinions. Fumble Red Bull launch shows Microsoft has become its own worst enemy. Dude. You just like do your stuff slowly, everything goes good. As soon as you just kind of, one mistake, boom. Bro, it is the end. Is the Microsoft done for, Like, come on, dude. What is this shit? The classic. It's like about what was the name? About the prince who wasn't talking, right? He wasn't talking since he was born. And then one day he was like, what the fuck? This like burger is not salty whatsoever. Dude, what the fuck? Why haven't you said anything before whatsoever? Everything was good, so why would I say anything? That's pretty much the same energy here. Why even saying anything when things are good? But as soon as something's bad, ooh boy. Let's go. Yeah, Q is now free on Epic. That's 3 games now. I turn this off. And let's go play some Major Wonders. Yeah, let's see how that one is. Apparently that release is somewhat decent. There were some issues initially though. But apparently drivers fixed that, so I already updated them. Hopefully we'll be fine. Hopefully we will be fine. Alright, this here, the camera. Get the camera back. I'm walking like this here. Ugh. Whoop. There we go. Put the cam back. There we go.